In 2018, at the age of 17, I felt my life turning upside down. I felt the world was acting against me instead of for me. And that is when I decided to take my life in my own hands. நம்மளோட பேரண்ட்ஸ் they give us love, they give us food, a roof over our head, and they also act like a shield covering us from the bad out of the world. The worst scenarios when they should not be shown to their children, they'll be acting like a shield. That shield was lifted for me at the age of 17, unfortunately, and that's when I decided to become independent at any way that I can be, even if that was the smallest action that I take. And that's when I started discovering myself and my passion. Books Vanda has been a part of my life from I think the grade of 6 or 7. I used to love to sit in a library. I still remember holding the book R.K. Narayan's The Malguni Days. It was a lovely book, and I used to love to sit in a library. And I've always been a fiction girl. To me, fiction is more about giving the power of imagination. It gives the power of imagination, whereas non-fiction gives us the power of wisdom, the power of knowledge, of learning from other people, from their lives, from their experiences. இட்ஸ் ஆக்சுவலி ரொம்ப க்ரேஸியாக இருக்கும். ஒரு பர்சனோட லைஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ், ஒரு ஃபுல் 30-40 years ஒரு லைஃப் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸை ஒரு 200 to 300 பேஜஸில் சுருக்கி தே கிவ் இட் அவுட் சைட் டு த வேர்ல்ட் ஃபார் தெம் டு லேர்ன். அவங்க பண்ண மிஸ்டேக்ஸை நம்ம பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு. So from here, I present you a book that's very close to my heart that was given to by a well-wisher, and the book is The Greatness Guide by Robin Sharma. It's a book of principles. It's a book that shows you what is actually life about. It's actually small pages and romba chinna chinna pages, 2-3 pages da or chapter, but the depth in it is lots. There are two of my favorite lines from this book. The first one is, too many of us are afraid to follow our dreams. Therefore, we give up on them and we follow the crowd. This line it's very dear to my heart. I was a girl who followed the crowd, who didn't know my own potential. And as I realized it, as I'm realizing it now from the past 5 years, that's when I'm starting to build my own passion. I'm starting to follow it. I'm starting to do something for myself, for my happiness, in order to build a path for my own success. So, not following a crowd and doing what you are, what you should do and what you are born into this world is very important. Don't follow the crowd. And the second line is, your leadership doesn't come from prestige, or it doesn't come from titles or anything. It comes from taking responsibility. ஒரு ஆர்கனைசேஷன் ரன் பண்ணும்போது, even if you're a part of that organization, it's very important to take responsibility for your own actions. That's how you show the founder or the owner of the business, or even if you are the owner of the business, that you have the guts to run an organization, or you have the power to build your own path of success. So taking responsibility at the right time, right place is very important in order to build your own path of success and to show growth for yourself. So these are my two takeaways from this book. And to all the young readers out there, if you want to grow, if you want to learn the principles of life, and if you want to just get a book that speaks to you in a very simple way, the one book that every entrepreneur, I believe, should read, or even a budding entrepreneur should read, is 0 to 1. Because taking a business 1 to 100, it's easy. If you build a team, if you have the right resources, you plan your things, everything goes right. But taking a business just from an idea to building your MVP product, or showing the world that your idea works, that lies the tough part. And for doing that, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of mindset. You should become a very positive person. And this book speaks about a lot of things about how a founder should be, how a business should run, what are the mistakes that one shouldn't make at the very start starting stage of their business ஒரு ஐடியாவை யூ டு ஷோ அவுட் தி வேர்ல்ட். அந்த 0 to 1 எடுக்கிற ஸ்டேஜ் வந்து எப்படி பண்ணணும், என்ன மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் வந்து பண்ணக்கூடாது, ஆல் ஆஃப் தட் this book speaks. So I believe this will be a good pick for a budding entrepreneur or even an entrepreneur to get to understand how business works.